Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. It's a bonus edition for your Saturday. A Patron game sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com by somebody who is subscribed to me on patreon.com for $10 a month. Well, patreon.com/falconpaladin in particular. Let's go ahead and introduce these players on Parasite the Latter Edition. Bottom right-hand corner, the red Terran player, Wartorn. And in the top left-hand corner, it is the blue Terran player, Marzhin. My brain was like, but what is this? What is this race again? It's Terran brain. Oh, yes. Yes, I recognize that now. And let me have the word. All right, going to be a TVT here at about the mid-rank madness level. Those of you who are interested in the mid-rank madness stuff, I assume that's why you clicked here. Also, TVT is probably the best of all mirror matchups. I just cast a really good TVT as part of my Sunday GM Masters compilation. If you missed that, I'll put a link in the top right, but seriously, incredible game. Featuring Thors, featuring battle cruisers, featuring tech switches from both players, which is always very interesting. We had the anti-armor missile come into play too. Just a fantastic display of a TVT at the master level, which is always a fun one. Midrank Madness also pretty good here. We'll see how these players do. Wartorn is not expanding yet. Has enough money to do so, isn't taking a double gas either. It's a gasless opening from Marzhin. That explains why his expansion is actually, that's an expansion first. By golly, that is a command center first play and a TVT out of Marzhin. That just makes me feel like, dude, you're going to get cycloned so hard here. Wartorn is sitting on one base. He's checking for a proxy, which I guess he wasn't paying attention to his front door quite closely enough, which is all right. And now he's expanding. That double gas would be real nice to have. Oh my goodness gracious, Marzhin. Marzhin is going three base before barracks, which is just bonkers. I don't think I've ever seen anybody try this, let alone in a TVT. I mean, in a ZVZ, you just straight up die. TVT, I guess Marines are maybe slow enough getting across the map that you don't really have to worry about it. And it is a Reaper from Wartorn. So this Reaper's name is Atreus, a teenager who claims to be a god. Atreus was sent to the best mental health service in the Terran Dominion by virtue of being the only mental health service in the Terran Dominion. The Reaper program, saddled with the nickname Boy and unable to use his power of languages in combat, Atreus must prove his godhood with 2 pea shooters and the worst jetpack in the unit. All right, Atreus, what you got for us, man? I don't know. An SCV came up to the top right for some reason. I guess maybe to scout, but... Whoa! Oh my gosh, Marzhin. All right, he's gonna have 4 command centers in under 4 minutes here, which is absolutely bonkers to me. He does have barracks coming up back home, so he's not just completely foregoing attacking units here, but dude, send that Reaper out, lay waste to that mineral line. If this was a standard build out of Wartorn, if he just went for that double cyclone, that reactored cyclone opener that is so popular in TVT, Marzhin is just dead. The incredible risk he took here at a platinum/low diamond TVT, it's blowing my mind, and he's getting away with it. That's the thing. That's the thing, is he's getting away with it here. All right, Wartorn, you gotta punish him. This is why you scout, you guys. This is why you scout. You scan if you're Terran. This is why you send your Reaper out. This is why you send an SCV out. At some point before the 4-minute mark, you have to have scouted your opponent and seen what they're up to. Just playing blind like this means you're so behind. You can get cheesed. You can get anti-cheesed, where your opponent has 4 command centers before the 4-minute mark, as we can see down here. There's your 4 minutes. There's your 4 command centers. It looks like it's just going to be straight up Marines all the live long day. Dude, Marzhin, you will have enough money to fund so many barracks off of 4 bases, especially if you're calling down mules. And they're all orbital commands. This is going to be like a 100 Marine attack at 10 minutes, which actually is kind of interesting. I would not mind seeing that here. Banshee's on the way from Wartorn. I thought maybe he'd make a tank. He had the factory on that tech lab for a minute, but I think it was just made for the starport here. Barracks lifting up, moving over. What is this thing here? That's another Banshee. He's going to port Banshee. Is Wartorn with Cloak. Now, does Marzhin have detection? Not especially. Look how sneaky Wartorn thinks he's being. I'm taking a 3rd base up here. My opponent will never scout it. And you're right, he won't, because nobody has scouted anything. Anything in the 5-minute mark of this game. This is hurting my sensibilities. Double factory here from Marzhin. If Marzhin doesn't win this game, it's just going to be because he made some severe mistakes. Like, for example, not scouting and noticing that there are cloaked banshees on the way. Entirely possible. Entirely possible. I cannot believe this Reaper is still hanging out. If at the 5-minute mark your opponent hasn't sent anything your way, period, send the Reaper out. See what's going on. This is going to be our first foray into scouting in the entire game for Wartorn. He's pushing out with 2 banshees. Cloak is just about done. The timing could be a little bit better, but hey, StarCraft is a hard game. I understand. You can't get all of your timings perfect if you're not a professional or GM level player. Even then, it's impossible to be absolutely perfect, right? Right. Okay, heading on out is Wartorn with his 2-port Banshee. Going to try to sneak on into the natural base, which he can assume exists, and just absolutely lay waste to everyone. Wait, he's building missile turrets. Whoa, he's building a lot of missile turrets. He must have scanned. He did scan. He saw the 2-port Banshee. Missile turrets build real fast. He needs those to finish, and there's one. And there's 2. So the main base is safe at the very least here. But guess what? This 3rd base is not safe. The 4th base is not safe. But guess who doesn't know they exist? Yeah, Wartorn. Wartorn doesn't know that they are there. So he thinks... Oh. Pauvre débile. Is that French? Des Banshees. It is French, lol. See, here's the thing. Wartorn thinks he's just won. He thinks he just absolutely wrecked Marzhin's expansion. And he's on 1 base. And we're on 3 bases for Wartorn, so he's like, yeah, good job, Banshees. Way to wreck them. 5 kills and 9 kills there. Only 5 SCVs died. I guess that was a bunch of Marines that went down, too. So working on, whoa, see, Marzhin can afford to do this. He has 57 workers at 6 minutes, which means he can go for quadruple starport with quadruple reactor, make a huge Viking fleet, and completely overreact to these 2 Banshees, which would be interesting. Tanks here, Marines here, Vikings from Wartorn. Working on combat shield for his Marines too. Marzhin is upgrading his Marines. And holy smokes, so many starports, Marzhin. I mean, I guess when you have this much money, you can kind of afford to overreact with stuff. Double armory coming in, working on upgrades. I kind of like what we're seeing here. APM 280 right now for Marzhin, 160 for Wartorn. When the game gets going, you guys, even these lower level players can get some real nice APMs going if they're working their face off like they are. Keeping their money fairly low. At least the gas is low for Wartorn. His minerals are floating up to about the 1000s. He's got additional barracks coming up, so he should be able to produce Marines here no problem in just a bit. Tank production is not continuing, but he's got 4 of them, which is pretty good. And really, what are we producing out of these? Marzhin, you... All right, Marzhin has 8 starports. 8 at the 7-minute mark of a TVT. What, what is going on? Is the question today. What are you going to do with them, Marzhin? I need answers to these questions. If you don't mind. If you don't mind answering them for me. Okay, Marzhin. Seriously, dude. He's expanding bottom left with double command center. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 command centers before the 9-minute mark, which is... I can't. It's all tech labs. All right, so battle cruisers maybe? That'd be fun. Is he building a fusion core? He's getting a bunch of armories. He's going super Sky Terran mech right here. He's going to get all 4 of the upgrades available at the armory at the same time. Additional supply depots coming in here too. Finally pushing out is Wartorn. He's got Vikings. He's got Banshees. He's bringing along some tanks, some medevacs with big knives on them because this is the Mad Max skin that some people like to roll with. And down here we have the cleaning bot. Who's cleaning? I mean, he's doing a pretty good job. This doesn't look all that dirty in the area that he's working in. But Wartorn, he's just being so hesitant here. He has to know. He hasn't looked, though. He hasn't looked. As far as he knows, this is all that's going on at the natural base. There's nothing in the main for Marzhin. But Marzhin just pumped out 14 Vikings. 14 Vikings. He's making a whole ton of Banshees here, too. He is Sky Terran armying this thing up like you would not believe. He has scans available, I assume. Yeah, I've got 1 scan there, 2 scans there. If these cloak... Here we go. Viking versus... Yeah, the tank's go into siege mode like it really matters right now. Hey, guys. How's it going? Not great, actually. Anti-armor missile comes in, hits all of the Vikings, but it doesn't matter. There's nothing really to shoot back here. Wow. With that, Banshee's gone. Medevacs gone. All that's left here for Wartorn are a couple tanks. Oh, he's going to land the Vikings and try to win this thing now. Bonus damage versus mechanical, but they're tanks, man. That was maybe not the best decision. He just traded a ton of Vikings. Although, guess what? He's making 14 more. 14 more. Fusion Core on the way. Is he going Battle Cruiser? I think he is. These Marines trying to finish off what's left of Wartorn's ground army, but no. 4 kills on Atreus. Good job, dude. Good job, man. Banshee's showing up to finish what is left of the army of Wartorn because he knows there's no Vikings left, that's for sure. And come on, go Marzhin. Go Marzhin, go Marzhin, go! He's not going, you guys. Marzhin, he's getting high capacity fuel tanks. Marzhin is getting all of the upgrades. He's getting stuff that he probably doesn't even need because guess what? He doesn't have any medevacs. He's got 14 Vikings and 4 Banshees at this stage of the game, and that's literally it. Dude, if you moved in, you kill these tanks. I don't know if you can handle this many Marines. Oh. Okay, that's a full page. That's a scary number of Marines. All right, so tank done. Oh, just kidding. Not there. We go. Tank done. Vikings are here. I mean, you need more ground. You need more to deal with these Marines on the low ground here. Really picking off medevacs quite nicely, though. Banshees trying to finish off what is left, but the Marines getting right under this, landing of the Vikings. What absolute chaos right now. The Marauders are doing tons of damage versus those Vikings. And Marzhin again decides to land in a situation where it was not very prudent for him to land. Marines in production here for Marzhin. He is queuing them up with reactors. He's queuing up 5 at a time. He's making battle cruisers now. All right, battle cruisers on the way. He does have vehicle and ship plating and ship weapons 1 here. So they're going to be upgraded battle cruisers versus Marines and Marauders that have 1-1. Of course, the Marauders won't do much against battle cruisers, will they? No, absolutely not. However, they are pretty far away from getting here. Wartorn is kind of like, well, I guess I know about this 3rd base, but let's kill the natural while it's here. Tank trying to do stuff? No. Marines trying to do stuff? No. Another tank? Nope, not enough. Not enough stuff here. Wartorn is laying waste to the natural base of Marzhin again. Kind of marching up the ramp. What he really needs to do is kill these starports. They're the problem for him right now. How many Marines are technically remaining in this army? The answer is not quite a full page, not quite 24. Doesn't seem like it's going to be enough. Oh, Marzhin. Marzhin calls Wartorn a clown. After he goes for base opening like an insane person. Okay, here they are. Battle cruisers present. And a lot of these guys are injured because there's no medevacs. Because the medevac... Well, there are a couple medevacs now, actually. Never mind. There are medevacs. They are fairly low on energy. And here we go. Battle cruisers are here. Wartorn wants nothing to do with those BCs. Absolutely, literally nothing. Nothing to do with them. Marzhin is sitting on a ton of money right now. Tactical jumping where? Up to this 4th base of Wartorn. All right. Well, battle cruisers of Wartorn's owner. Look how much bigger they are with that skin. That is some good stuff there. Bigger battle cruisers versus smaller battle cruisers, and they jumped in here, which means they can't escape, which means they're dead. Yeah, that's what happens to battle cruisers that jump in to do harassment. Is they're dead. You're donating them at that point. They cannot flee. They can't run away from anything. They have the slowest movement speed in the entire universe. All right, so still making battle cruisers is Wartorn and Marines, which seems like better decision-making, I think, compared to what Marzhin has been working on. But dude, Marzhin, spend your money for the love of all that is holy. 2,000 minerals, 2,000 gas in the bank. He's making 5 Marines, which is exciting. Not the best use of his money. He's got full supply, too. He's just got starports sitting here doing nothing. He's building more barracks. I guess he's tired of building starport units, but you might need them. Wartorn's pushing. He's at max supply. It is 187 to 130 total right now. Wartorn is sitting on a pretty darn good economy for the 14-minute mark. And again, totally maxed out. So here we go. Wartorn pushing in. Got the Marines with the +2 attack. Got the Marauder 2, couple Banshees. This 7th base attempt of Marzhin. Well, 6th base, but multiple command centers more than that. Is down. Does he still not know? Did he seriously?
Our SCVs are under attack.
Battle cruiser for Marzhin jumps onto Wartorn's base here. Is that going to distract this whole army? By golly, it is. It absolutely is. Battle cruiser up to 6 kills. Oh, he just dropped some mules here, too. That is the worst feeling. absolute worst possible feeling here. Yeah, the whole army is coming up to deal with this one battle cruiser. It's something we all do. Is send a whole army to deal with one BC. No, Wartorn changes directions. Realizes that's stupid. Why would I bother killing one battle cruiser with this whole army? Let's get up here and find some stuff to kill that we can actually get rid of. And these reinforcing Marines are a pretty good option. Yeah, those guys, just bad times. Bad news bears. This is a very intimidating Terran army right here. Got battle cruisers, Marines, Marauders, Banshees. The battle cruisers have big knives on them, because everything has knives on them here. More reinforcing Marines getting massacred here. Landing the Vikings again, not really necessary, I don't think. Oh. Yeah, Marzhin, I don't... Ugh. All right, so here is... this is not going to go well for Marzhin. Yeah, that wasn't even close. He keeps insisting on landing his Vikings to fight against Marine, Marauder, tank armies, and it's just not where you do that at all. You can do it for harassment. You can harass SCVs with that. You can take out smaller groups of Marines with that. Why are you going home?
Base is under attack.
No, but seriously, Wartorn, what part of this situation means you have to pull back now? I don't understand. This dude has 26 kills. What? And he's taking no damage. I guess mules. Mules don't count in lost units, right? Oh, this is amazing. So he did see this. He knows this is here because he tried to land there at some point or build a command center there and was absolutely shut down. Wartorn is letting Marzhin get it back into this thing, which is actually the bonkers part. Is he could have kept pushing. I don't know why he's worried about... Well, I guess that is a good reason to have your production not centralized, right? If you have production everywhere, then if you lose your main, you can still make stuff. And if you lose an expansion, you can still make stuff. Look at this silent sneak in. He just walks everybody in without shooting a shot and then just goes bam. No reaction time possible. These Marines coming out of barracks getting absolutely massacred where they run. Barracks 1 going down. Barracks 2 going down. And here come more Marines. Marzhin, I don't think you can catch up is the problem here. There's +2/+2 for Wartorn. He's killing his command center. He's losing more medevacs to Vikings, which he's lost a lot of medevacs to Vikings. 10 of them now. 10 is a big number, but these Marines just don't... They've got 2/2, but guess what? Wartorn's army has that as well. Battle cruisers causing some major problems there. The Vikings finishing off Wartorn's battle cruisers, though. But it's just not enough. Marzhin loses a ton more Marines. Vikings getting picked out of the sky. It is 34,000 resources lost for Marzhin to 16 for Wartorn. Battlecruiser for Marzhin showing up at the 4th base of Wartorn. Trying to kill him. This is the same one. He's being joined by a friend here. Once again, Wartorn pulling back to deal with this harassment. And I mean, okay, in fair, he did lose his 3rd base. He's going to lose his 4th base. There's another base coming up for here for Wartorn, but check this out. The income is just better for Marzhin. He's just not able to win direct confrontations. Is his problem here. Command center down. That is 2 orbital commands lost for Wartorn right now. 4 lost for Marzhin, but he had more to lose. Oh, these guys. Flying into missile turrets to avoid Marine fire. I mean, alright, it actually kind of worked. If we're being honest with ourselves, that missile turret is gone. It's a smoldering crater here, and we're still doing okay. Vikings do finish off one of their battle cruisers. Big explosion there. Battle cruiser going after Wartorn's only other mining base right now. And by mining, I mean there's some gas income, but that's about it. Did you actually jump? I don't know if that battle cruiser died, but this base... Ooh, get the base. Get the base. Get the base. Finish off the base. Finish off the base. Focus on the base. Does it really matter? I'm not sure if Wartorn's going to know. Look at him walking through the command center as it's in its explosion animation. That's very interesting. So it's already gone. You can walk through it. It just hasn't visually exploded yet. That's an interesting little part of the game. All right, so 153 to 108 supply. This is really bad for Wartorn. He has 2 mineral patches he's mining off of right now. Income is currently 1,700 to 300 on minerals for Marzhin. Marzhin is killing it economically, but he hasn't won a straight-up engagement against Wartorn in this game yet. Continuing to make Marines. Is he working on upgrades? I mean, the dude has engineering base. Nah, no interest in 3-3 at all. He's just making more battle cruisers. The thing is he's got all the armories. He's got the engineering base, but he's not upgrading at all, which, if you watch the games that I cast of my own, on Wednesday, you will know that is something that I am not innocent of, is forgetting upgrades. Yeah, don't forget upgrades. It's bad for you. All right, again, Wartorn gonna kill another base. Marzhin just has so many. Doesn't, I mean, it's still 2 base to the 1. That said, rebuilding down here. Marzhin does lose what I believe is his 5th base. I'm not sure. Numbering is hard when he's expanding all over the place. Okay, 2-2 Marines, battle cruiser, 4 of them at a time on the way here. Wartorn is sitting on +3 attack, which is real nice. Real nice, especially in the numbers that we have here. It's going to be a lot of Marines. 89 Marines versus 42 Marines, and soon to be 5 battle cruisers. I think that goes to Wartorn, especially with Viking support, especially with medevac support here. He has a really good composition. Does he know this is on its way up? He doesn't. And, I mean, Marzhin's done a fantastic job reestablishing his bases. Well, not a fantastic job, but a decent job here reestablishing bases once he loses them. I guess he could have taken this one a while ago, but it's better than not taking any bases back at all. We're just gonna say that. Okay, here we go. Battle cruiser gonna get caught kind of out in the open here. Ugh. Vikings don't want to fight up close, though, is the problem. Tactical jumping over there, which is an interesting strategy. Dude, you gotta help your BCs, man. If they just straight up die, it doesn't help you at all. They're tanks, and Marzhin has some tanks. Okay, so look at that. Wartorn actually retreating from an engagement versus Marzhin. Well, that was working for Marzhin. Wartorn was happily not engaging with that army, but then Marzhin decided to chase, and it did not go well at all. Wartorn was willing to maybe give you some more... Oh. Give you a chance to recover. Alright, well, yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to call that game. I mean, I don't know. Is it, though? These tanks, what do we even have, Marzhin? He's got 23 Marines, a battle cruiser, and 5 tanks. He's making more Marines. Upgrades would just bring me so much joy if he could just upgrade some things. Oh, are you going to drop right on top of those tanks? You are. Good job, Wartorn. Good job recognizing the situation. Actually, it didn't work all that well. Huh. Killed one of the tanks, but there are still 3 here. They are +1 attack as well. Oh, they're not in range of that planetary fortress, though. Ooh, is Wartorn going to land his Vikings in this? He is! Oh, turnabout is fair play, they say. And this one actually works. Amazing stuff. No attack upgrades on those Vikings either. Viking a smoldering wreck here, but this is just... Oh, Marzhin. Oh, Marzhin. Done. Another group of Marines. Another tank here. Wartorn says, I have better upgrades than you. And he does. He's got 3-3. It's just Marines with some medevac support, really. That's all we're running with right now, and it's working exceptionally well. Marzhin's base that he just managed to reestablish that I was so excited about. It's gone now. SCV's out there as well. This has been an insane game. It's just the back and forth here. I mean, Wartorn's been winning, but Marzhin has just had the income and the infrastructure to rebuild his army like a Zerg does. Problem is, he keeps losing engagements extremely cost efficiently. It's 49,000 resources lost for Marzhin compared to 25, and that's it. The rage quit out of Marzhin. Woo! Marzhin's defeated. Wartorn is victorious in 23 minutes and 32 seconds. That's a palindrome. Look at that. And yeah, it was just the reason that Marzhin was able to do as well as he did was because Wartorn did not harass him, did not scout him at all in the first 5 to 10 minutes of this game. Marzhin was able to get up a huge economy, big infrastructure, but didn't get upgrades. Landed Vikings in weird positions, which was never really great for him, and just never had the numbers in these direct engagements. Wartorn was allowed to have the advantage there in most situations and took advantage of it. Well played by him. Well played by him. I would suggest please scout. That's it. All right, that is going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void, a bonus for your Saturday. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
find justice. Our duty is unending. I feel your presence. We are as one. I sense a soul. A soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Inshallah, adu. The path of ascension is before us. Our honor guides us. Me with you, you with me. We are as one. I sense a soul. A soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala adu. I sense a soul. A soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala adu. I sense a soul. A soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala adu. Kalarulas. Karamulas. Akhtaranas. Naslaran. Kinalatu. Casar di Templare. Daramanaka. Oshara Sashina. Kinala